The next person is a powerful lady. That's Ms. Oluwaseun Bolarinwa. She would be speaking to us today on how to turn your conversation into income. She is a sales manager at Precise Lighting, where she oversees and drives the core sales function of the business. She leads the revenue generation across lighting and elevator solution, managing client acquisition, deal structuring, and closing high-value projects in both residential and commercial markets. Our role is heavily focused on sales execution, ensuring targets are met, pipelines are active, and opportunities are converted efficiently. With a strong command of sales process and result-oriented approach, Ms. Oluwaseun brings practical, real-world strategies that move beyond hustling to structured selling, helping individuals understand how to sell with clarity, with confidence, and with consistency. So you guys can use the emoji on your screen to help me clap as I welcome Ms. Oluwaseun to take us on that section. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, so my name is Oluwaseun Bolarinwa, and I'm very excited to be here today to share a bit of knowledge that I have gained over time with amazing people that are on this section. So I'll be discussing turning conversation into income. Most people really do not understand that every conversation that you have, there's always a hidden opportunity in it. Sales is not just about you going forefront to say, oh, hi, my name is this is what I do, this is what I sell. It's about providing solutions to people. And those solutions that you need to provide are in every conversation that you have with people daily. So let's get into it so we can discuss further. Let's take a typical day in your life in Lagos, Nigeria, for example. There are conversations that you have with people every day. You normally have conversations both on social media, Instagram, WhatsApp, phone calls, even at work, in traffic, at the gym, in church, in markets. You have casual conversations with people, a minimum of 25 to 40 people every day. And then there's always an opportunity in those conversations that we have with people. You meet people every day, you speak to them, oh, hi, how far? These are just, you feel like those are just casual conversations. But smart sales-minded people see them as opportunities, because every conversation is either you're building a relationship or you're revealing a problem or opening a door to an income. Now, the truth is that every conversation that you have, people are actually passing certain challenges to you from those conversations, but very few people know how to convert those conversations into opportunity. And that is how many of us, we miss businesses, partnerships, referrals, clients, money every single day from those conversations. So there's 3 levels to every conversation that we have daily in our lives. So there's the social level, there's the problem level, and there's the opportunity level. So I will break down these 3 levels for us. So one is the social level. On the social level, this is a normal surface conversation that you have with people every day. Hi, how are you doing today? You go to work, you're like, the traffic today is crazy. You're speaking to your friends, you're like, oh, fuel is so expensive. Work has been very stressful. I am tired these days. NEPA took the light again. I'm running too much on fuel. They're just so those basic conversations that you have with people. But guess what? Most people will just stop those conversations at when your friend is trying to express things to you, or someone, an acquaintance is trying to express things to you. People without sales mindsets just end those conversations at that place. Nothing moves from there. The conversation just stops there. But guess what? In that conversation, there's hidden casual conversations, which are clues that you would use to actually find what problem they're actually trying to convey to you, which you can get the opportunity for sales from those conversations. So under this level of conversation, you move that conversation from social level to the problem level, which is number 2. Every complaint that you get, there's a review of a need in it. Every frustration is a potential demand. So I'll give you an example of all of these. Someone is telling you, oh, my inverter isn't lasting, my office light consumes too much power, I've been struggling with marketing, I need reliable artisans, I'm trying to renovate my house, customers are not responding. These are all problems from casual conversation that has been passed to you. And in this conversation, sales opportunities begin from here. Now, the best salespeople are not the best talker, but are often the people that listen very well. From listening to all this conversation, you are able to pass certain messages across. Now, I'll give an example from all of this. Now, someone is giving you a problem and saying, my inverter isn't lasting. That is an opportunity. That takes us to the opportunity level. An opportunity has been found from that conversation that has been said to you. Now, once you identify the problem, which is the person's inverter isn't lasting, from the opportunity level, you identify that problem and then you can connect a solution to whatever the problem is. You can either provide a solution or a referral, or a product or a service or a partnership, a future business relationship. From my inverter is not working, an average person will just say, hey, sorry, so what will you do about your inverter now? Or a smart-minded salesperson from there, my inverter is not working. The first thing that crosses my mind as a saleswoman is, oh, what type of inverter are you using? How many batteries are there? I'm already calculating that is an opportunity for me. This person is inverter, so I can actually recommend inverter system for this client or this person that is my friend. So I lead my conversation from just basic knowledge to start to ask smart questions, and I'm actively listening. Oh, how many batteries do you use for your inverter? Is it powered by solar? What type of inverter do you use? I'm asking questions. And I definitely might not know so much about inverter system, but if you check in your circle, there's always somebody that has that solution to that problem. Now, here comes referrals where you can make income from that opportunity. I will also give another example. Let's say I will use my own industry for you. I'm into lighting solution, and my friend is telling me, oh, my shop is always too hot, the lighting is poor. A normal person will say, so what are you going to do now? Are you going to get an electrician? But as a sales-minded person that I am, the first question I want to ask, what type of fittings are you currently using? And your store is always hot. Do you don't know that there's something like LEDs? LEDs will help you make your less power consumption. It does not cause heat and the lights. I'm already trying to ask questions like that. And from there, we already building a response from whatever the person is saying. A simple response from that person can just say, oh, no problem, and no, we just talk about it. But what has come out of that conversation for me trying to find a solution to that person's problem is the conversation is natural. I'm not trying to say, oh, I sell lights, come and buy light from me. I'm asking, oh, what's going on? What are you using? I'm listening more. There's no pressure. There's no awkward selling. I'm not trying to pressure you. I'm not trying to be awkward, make the conversation awkward. It's just an intelligent conversation movement, moving us from, oh, my shop is hot, to what type of lighting you use, to what kind of solution you can use. And then from there, the person can now ask, oh, where can I get LED solutions? So I say, we have LED solutions now. Where I work with source lighting solutions, and now you can just come there and check it out. I have already sold because I listened, I found the problem, and I offered a solution. I found an opportunity in that conversation that we have. So for every conversation that you have daily, there's always levels to it. You always have to listen to pick out those opportunities that you can get out of those conversations to convert income for yourself. So let's move on. So we're going to be talking about how to move. Before we move to listening versus talking, we'll just talk about how to move conversation more naturally. So many people in sales, the first conversations, people don't like to feel like you are trying to sell to them. The moment people feel like you're trying to sell to them, an average man feels like a salesperson just wants to get their money and move away. But that is not what sales is about. So people feel like, I don't want you to sell to me. People want you to converse with them. The goal is not to sound like a marketer or a salesperson. The goal is to sound genuinely interested in that individual. A simple flow, which is social curiosity, problem, solution, scenarios, and like that. That's how you move that. We'll still come back to this where we talk more on it. But before we go there, let's just talk about listening and versus talking. So one major mistake people make, they talk too much. the person is already saying something before the person is done with it. You're already interjecting because you are eager to find that opportunity. You want to explain and overtalk. Sales is less about convincing people and more about understanding their need and their problems. People who are asking intelligent questions, they are the ones who controls conversation and move those conversations to different level. What good listener notice when they are speaking to people? Because you're a good listener, you talk less, you understand their frustration, you understand their urgency, you understand their budget concerns because everybody has a budget for whatever they want to buy. You understand the decision timeline. Oh, whatever this person is trying to get, oh, these are the decision timelines that they are trying to make this I get these items. You understand their emotional trigger. People get triggered very easily when certain questions are not asked the right way. A lot of buyers are emotionally driven. Not all buyers are logically driven. So you have to understand their emotions so you don't trigger them. Dissatisfaction with current provider. You always want to know what solution they are currently using before you provide your own solution. You want to know what is the weakness of and the dissatisfaction they are getting from their current providers. So when you are just talking, you wait for their turns to speak. You miss contents and clues. You focus only on themselves. Focus conversation upwardly, and it just mixes everything up for you, and you end up missing out on the opportunity for you to sell. Most buying signals are emotional before they become financial, and every buying signal is in the conversations that you have daily with people. So how to move these conversations naturally without you seeming like you are trying to sell to that person. People don't feel like, I earlier said that, I don't feel like I'm being sold to. The goal is not to sound like a marketer. The goal is always to get people genuinely interested in you. And this is just a simple flow that I have written on my slide. The social level, curiosity, problem, and solution. Now, the social level is just normal surface talk, like we said before. Curiosity is when you go further to ask questions. What part of your project is costing you the more? Someone is trying to explain to you that, randomly you're gisting with your friend that is building a house, and the person said, oh, the building materials are now very expensive. Your wrong response that you can give that person is like, say, oh, I sell building materials, so let me give you my card. That's a very wrong conversation. But a better response for that kind of question is, oh, what part of the project is costing you the most? What part of the project is giving you your biggest cost? So you are trying to find what the problem is. From there, you'll be able to know how to find a solution. When they review the needs to you, or like they say, oh, the building material prices are high, and also from there, you're able to know that, okay, it is the building materials that is causing the problem for the client, and then you're able to find a solution. From there, you're able to discover that they are building, they will need lighting, they will need elevators, they might need contractors, and they need project support. And naturally, you just say, oh, I know someone who can, or you just say, oh, I do this and I do that, I do that. So from there, you're able to find an opportunity because you listen to what the problem is and you're able to find a solution. People don't like to feel so too. Everybody likes to feel like you are genuinely interested in them, not just to market whatever you are selling to them. The moment people feel like you are marketing them or trying to sell to them instantly, it is total turn off. People want to know that you care about them, you listen actively, understand their problem, and what you are trying to do is provide a solution and a need to whatever their problem is. How to spot buying signals from conversation that you have with people. People rarely say, please sell to me. Instead, people listen. You can never meet a buyer today or someone you're having a conversation with and the person say, sell to me. It's from a conversation that you are able to sell, and then they listen instead. So from those conversations you're having, there are certain buying signals that you can actually get from them. Um, instead, uh, Instead of buying signals to sound like, do you know anybody that does this? I've been looking for, I am tired of dealing with, how much does something like this cost? Who handled yours? Can you recommend this? These are just opportunity signals that comes to you directly in daily conversation. If you are too distracted, too self-focused, or only waiting to talk, you will miss these certain signals in conversations that you have with people. I will give you a practical Lagos scenario. Let's say you are in an Uber ride and then you're having a casual conversation with the Uber driver, and the driver says, "Oh, fuel prices are killing businesses." But that's a real conversation. He's either trying to get additional income or find fleet management support, or he may be asking, do you know business owner who will be needing his services, or could you become a referral source for him or not? He's trying to find different things that he could get. But if you're not listening actively, or you're self-focused, or you just make that conversation very random, you might not get anything out of it. There are so many things that you do daily that you feel like these are just hobbies, but from certain conversations that you have, you can actually find out, you can find a solution out of it. So I'll give another scenario. It's like a church conversation, and your friend is telling you, "Oh, we are renovating an auditorium," and from this single statement that you heard, "Oh, we are renovating our auditorium," you can pick out different things from this, because that is the innovation. They will need lighting, they will need sound, they will need interior finishing, electrical project management. Different solutions can come out of that simple conversation. One casual conversation can become a multi-million naira project. Now, from listening to these conversations, you should be able to find one or two things you should be able to provide from that simple conversation. From, "Oh, we are renovating an auditorium." You can lead by saying, "Oh, what are the things have you done in those so far in your auditorium? Have you done this? Hope you're not finding it difficult. What are you trying to get out of it?" From those mini conversations, opportunity comes out, and you will just be surprised how a million naira project can come out from a basic conversation, if only we can listen and pick out certain buying signals from our daily conversations that we have. So I already gave those simple conversations on this slide, so we move ahead. The psychology behind all of this is conversation creates familiarity, from familiarity to trust and transaction. People buy from those people who they feel very comfortable with. They buy from people who they trust. Before anybody decides to make a purchase for you, they must be comfortable enough to trust you with their finances, their money. They want to buy from you because you are someone who understands their problem. You listen actively. They want to buy because you are a solution provider, and whatever solution that you are giving to them feels very natural. You are not making it seem like you are trying too hard. Not necessarily the cheapest person in the room. You might not be the cheapest person with the least option for whatever the client might be trying to go for. Someone else might provide a solution for that client that costs, let's say, 50,000 naira, and your own solution will cost 300,000 naira. But because the client has trust in you, they are comfortable with whatever solution that you are trying to provide, because you understand their problem. They will choose to go with you. Most buyers always go with whoever they are comfortable with, not always the person who has the most affordable solution. We as humans and as people who interact daily, we need to have a mindset shift from trying to always wanting to sell to start seeing conversation from small talks, seeing basic conversations from small talks to time fillers to random interaction to ordinary conversation. All these that you have daily, you need to start seeing them as relationship builders, intelligent gathering, problem discovery channels, opportunity getaway. Because you're just having a random conversation with someone and the person is genuinely opening their heart to say, "Oh, this is my problem. this is it, this is that. From those basic problems, those random interactions, you can find a solution to a problem for people. And these are opportunities, getaways that you just know that you found an opportunity. Most business transaction happens from very basic conversations of trying to find a solution for people's need. So as individuals, we need to start having a mindset shift to see that those conversations that we have can help us generate revenue or money from basic conversation. It is a mindset shift that we have to be very intentional about conversations that we have daily. We have to be active thinkers, have to be active listeners to know that from basic conversations, certain things can actually come out of it. And for today, I just want to share with us that in today's economy, there are so many opportunities that they rarely announce themselves loudly, but there are so much opportunities. They are hidden in complaints that you get from your friends, questions, frustrations, and everyday conversation. And the people who win financially are often the ones who know how to listen deeply, ask better questions, identify problems, connect solutions naturally. Because at the end of the day, if you can start a conversation, you can convert opportunities. Thank you very much.